Gus, this is your idea. What is she worth? Starrex asked indifferently. The younger of his companions moved forward a step or two. He was the reason for her being here. He was Lord Cass, cousin to the owner of all this magnificence, though certainly not, Tamisen had already deduced, with any authority in the household. But the fact that Starrex lay in the easy rest was not dictated by indolence, but rather by what was hidden by the fast silk lap robe concealing half his body. A man who might not walk straight again could find pleasure in the abilities of an action dreamer. She has a 10-point rating, Cass reminded the other. The black brows which gave a stem set to Starrex's features arose a trifle. Is that so? Jabez was quick to take advantage. It is so, Lord Starrex. Of all this year's swarm, she rated the highest. It is the reason why we make this offer to your lordship. I do not pay for reports only, returned Starrex. Jabez was not to be ruffled. A .10, my lord, does not give demonstrations. As you know, the hive accrediting cannot be forged. It is only that I have urgent business in Brock and must leave for there that I am selling her at all. I have had an offer from the Fustmim herself to retain this one for lease-outs. Tamisen, had she had anything to wager, or something with whom to wager it, would have set this winning of this bout with her uncle. Uncle? To Tamisen's thinking, she had no blood tie with this small insect of a man, with his wrinkled face, his never-still eyes, and his thin hands with their half-crooked fingers always reminding her of claws outstretched to grab. Surely her mother must have been very unlike Uncle Jabez. Or else how could her father ever have seen aught worth betting, not for just one night, but for half a year, in her? Not for the first time her thoughts were on the riddle of her parents. Her mother had not been a dreamer, though she had had a sister who had, regrettably, for the sake of the family fortune, died in the hive during adolescent stimulation as an e-dreamer. Her father had been from off-world, an alien, though humanoid enough to crossbreed. He had disappeared again off-world when his desire for star roving had become too strong to master. Had it not been that she had early shown dreamer talent, Uncle Jabez and the rest of the greedy Yeska clan would never have taken any thought of her after her mother had died of the Blue Plague. She was crossbred and had intelligence enough to guess early that had given her the difference between her powers and those of others in the hive. The ability to dream was an inborn talent. For those of low power, it was a withdrawal from the world, and those dreamers were largely useless. But the others, who could project dreams to include others through linkage, brought high prices, according to the strength and stability of their creations. E-dreamers, who created erotic and lascivious otherworlds, once were rated more highly than action dreamers. But of late years, the swing had been in the opposite direction, though how long that might hold, no one could guess. Those lucky enough to have an A-dreamer to sell were pushing their wares speedily, lest the market decline. Tamisen's hidden talent was that she herself was never as completely lost in the dream world as those she conveyed to it. Also, and this she had discovered very recently and hugged that discovery to her, she could in a measure control the linkage, so she was not a powerless prisoner forced to dream at another's desire. She considered what she knew concerning Lord Starrex. That Jabez would sell her to the owner of one of the sky towers had been clear from the first, and naturally he would select what he thought would be the best bargain. But, though rumors wafted through the hive, Tamisen believed that much of their news of the outer worlds was inaccurate and garbled. Dreamers were roofed and walled from any real meeting with everyday life, their talents feverishly fed and fostered by long sessions with tri-D projectors and information tapes. Starrex, unlike most of